Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Have you ever asked yourself why some successful leaders choose to stay silent? Let me give you 5 powerful reasons behind the quiet strength of leadership. Silence is often misunderstood in many cultures. We associate silence with weakness, insecurity, or a lack of ideas. Yet, when we look closely at the most influential leaders in history and in business today, we find that silence is not a sign of emptiness. It is a deliberate strategy, a form of wisdom, and a mark of emotional intelligence. Leadership is not only about speaking, persuading, or giving directions, it is also about knowing when not to speak. Silence can command attention more than words ever could. It creates space for reflection, encourages others to contribute, and communicates authority without arrogance. In this essay, we will explore 5 reasons why leaders choose silence, each revealing how quiet moments can hold greater power than endless speeches. 1. Silence as a tool for deep listening. One of the greatest strengths of effective leaders is their ability to listen, not just hear words, but truly understand the meaning, emotion, and intention behind them. Silence is what makes this possible. When a leader stays silent, they resist the urge to interrupt, dominate, or correct prematurely. Instead, they create a safe environment where team members feel valued and understood. This is not passive silence, but active silence, a conscious choice to give the other person room to speak fully. Deep listening through silence allows leaders to catch nuances that are often missed in rushed conversations, read emotions beyond words, tone, hesitation, or body language, show respect to colleagues, which builds trust and loyalty. For example, when an employee shares a new idea, a leader who responds immediately might unintentionally shut down creativity, but a leader who pauses, listens deeply, and reflects before speaking communicates genuine interest. This silence doesn't indicate indecision, it demonstrates presence. In today's noisy world where everyone wants to be heard, a silent leader becomes a rare figure who offers something invaluable: full attention. 1. Silence as a strategy for thoughtful decision-making. Leadership involves making choices that affect not just individuals but entire organizations, communities, or nations. Hasty words and impulsive reactions can create irreversible consequences. Silence becomes a leader's shield against rashness. By staying quiet, leaders buy themselves the gift of time, the time to process, analyze, and reflect. Great leaders know that every pause is an opportunity to think before acting. Consider negotiations. A leader who remains silent after an offer often gains leverage. The silence makes the other party uncomfortable, prompting them to fill the gap, sometimes by improving their terms. Similarly, in conflict resolution, silence allows tempers to cool and prevents words spoken in anger from escalating the situation. Thoughtful silence also strengthens credibility. Leaders who speak sparingly are often perceived as more deliberate and trustworthy. Their words carry weight precisely because they are not rushed or frequent. As the saying goes, silence is not empty, it is full of answers. 1. Silence as a way to empower others. Strong leadership is not about being the loudest voice in the room, but about enabling others to rise. Silence is one of the most powerful ways to achieve this. When leaders step back and remain quiet during discussions, they create space for their teams to contribute ideas, challenge assumptions, and take ownership of solutions. This silence sends an unspoken message: I trust you. By withholding their own opinions temporarily, leaders avoid dominating the conversation and allow diverse perspectives to emerge. This not only improves decision-making, but also builds confidence within the team. People feel their input matters when leaders are not constantly overshadowing them. In practice, this could mean a CEO staying silent in brainstorming sessions, allowing junior team members to shine. Or a project manager pausing after asking a question, giving colleagues the courage to speak up instead of rushing to answer for them. Empowerment through silence transforms followers into leaders. It shifts the focus from I to we, creating a culture where everyone contributes to success. 1. Silence as a form of emotional control. Leadership often places individuals in high-pressure situations, crises, conflicts, or moments of public scrutiny. In these moments, silence becomes a powerful act of self-control. Words spoken in anger, fear, or pride can damage relationships and reputations. Silence, on the other hand, allows leaders to manage their emotions, maintain dignity, and prevent unnecessary escalation. History offers many examples of leaders who use silence wisely in times of crisis. A pause before responding to criticism shows maturity. A refusal to engage in petty arguments demonstrates authority. Even in personal interactions, silence can diffuse tension faster than defensive words. Emotional control through silence also inspires respect. Teams look up to leaders who stay calm when others panic, who remain composed when situations spiral. Silence here is not withdrawal. It is discipline. In this sense, silence is a shield against chaos. It protects leaders from reacting impulsively and ensures that when they do speak, their words are measured, impactful, and aligned with long-term vision. 1. Silence as a source of inner strength and reflection. Beyond strategy and communication, silence serves leaders on a personal level. It becomes a sanctuary where they recharge, reflect, and reconnect with their purpose. Great leaders often carve out moments of silence in their daily lives, not just in conversations but in solitude. These pauses are essential for mental clarity and emotional resilience. Silence allows them to step away from the noise of constant demands and rediscover what truly matters. Through silence, leaders practice self-awareness. They reflect on their decisions, align with their values, and refine their vision for the future. Without such moments of inner stillness, leadership risks becoming reactive and directionless. Moreover, silence nurtures humility. It reminds leaders that they don't have all the answers and that wisdom often emerges in stillness. As the ancient philosopher Lao Tzu observed, silence is a source of great strength. For leaders, this strength is not about domination, but about clarity of mind and stability of spirit. The silent power of leadership. In a world that rewards constant talking, endless posting, and rapid reactions, silence stands out as a mark of wisdom. Leaders who master silence do not withdraw from responsibility. They embrace it more deeply. They know that silence can deepen listening, strengthen decision-making, empower others, demonstrate emotional control, restore inner strength. The paradox of leadership is this: sometimes the most powerful voice is the one that chooses not to speak. Silence, far from being weakness, is a language of its own, a language that communicates confidence, respect, and vision. True leaders understand that words may inspire, but silence transforms. Thank you for watching. If this video was valuable for you, kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like it, and share with someone who can be interested in this daily improvement in all aspects of life. Stay connected to the channel. I'll be back soon with the next segment video.